Bum, 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 bum. The Peter Like Show. Bum, 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 bum. All right, happy Groundhog Day, everybody. I would like to ask for your continued prayers, and you can pray for me by singing along with me, gesturing at the screen, and leaving a like on this video. Let's pray a few more times while we wait for a few guests to show up. Bum, 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 bum. The Peter Like Show. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. The Peter Like Show. Bum, 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 bum. All right. I really would like you guys to continue praying for me. Your prayers have been very helpful. A few weeks ago, I had rotated some of my stocks. I own precious metal mining stocks, rare earth metal mining stocks as well. I rotated some of that to the Filipino stock market, and that has served me really well. I mean, I still hold a lot of precious metal stocks, but I rotated some, and that has really served me well this past week, as you can imagine why. I have a difficult situation on the horizon, though. I finally heard back from a dream job that I've been applying for 3 years. Now, here's the wrinkle, though. I At my current job, I mean, it's not the dream job, but there are some things I hate to let go. I work at a tutoring center. I connect really well with all of my students and most of my colleagues as well. In fact, one day something happened that really jeopardized my job, and it turned out well. What had happened is that I sit face to face with the students, right? One of the students had brought in a large bag of Cheetos, gotten it all over her hands and the desk. I am very allergic to milk, and I thought that was it. I mentally allowed myself to think that maybe this job is over. I actually went to the bathroom and I did a quick search on Google AI on some lines to use for the situation. I got back to the desk. Long story short, it did not end the job, and in fact, it made me even closer to both the student who was involved in it and my boss. I also have very good chemistry with one of my colleagues, and I got to know her parents. The only iffy thing is that my colleague, she's 18 years old. She has different kind of feelings for our connection together. Let's just put it that way. But I want to network with her parents because of career matters. I'm still trying to sort that out. Now, I cannot take for granted the idea that my work will accommodate my food allergies. That is a big soreness of mine. I've learned the hard way that when food allergies and my job conflict with each other, often that's it. That's it. I either lose the job or I lose the good chemistry at work. Either way, right? So my current job, it's the first one that has survived this particular constellation of circumstances. And so I hate to give that up, especially when I have a colleague and a boss who went above and beyond to take care of that, to then leave. I mean, so I'm in a little bit of a quandary at the moment, right? Okay, now this past weekend, precious metal prices corrected quite a bit, and I hope to accumulate more, obviously, which is so. I like to take the dream job. I don't want to give up my current work. It's making me think maybe I should do both at the same time and use that power dynamic to accumulate as much precious metals as I can, right? I'm thinking of doing that, but I run the risk of burning out. That's what destroyed me 2 years ago, trying to do something just like that, right? It was a different metal, but I was trying to do just that 2 years ago. And long story short, is it ended up in a burnout situation. So I got to think about that option as well. And then, as if this wasn't bad enough, I you guys know what I've been up to in Taiwan. I probably need to take some time to go to Taiwan this summer. My grandmother is 96 years old, and I have important connections there and a potential career pivot. But at the same time, I really get along with my boss, the student who inadvertently set all this off is now one of my favorite students, and even that 18-year-old colleague of mine, right? And so can't be both places at the same time. And then there's the solar eclipse in August in Spain, and I recently started chatting with Helene Curry. Maybe go visit her as well. She's 98 years old. And also, believe it or not, potentially a reincarnation of Mary Curry. I might go visit her at some point too. But at the same time, that beautiful dynamics I have with my colleagues and even the student who inadvertently set all of this in motion, and some other students as well. But that one student in particular, because of how much she understands my situation. I've had other workplaces where this situation did not play well. Let's just put it that way. So I hate to give it up. I hate to give it up. Even if I'm not making my best money possible, I'll make it somewhere else, right? But I'm not going to give up people who understand me, right? So that's a tough one for me. But I hope that silver keeps correcting. I want to see silver at $20 an ounce again, and so I can stop worrying about how my job treats me and just accumulate silver. I want to see bismuth go to, well, hopefully once the truce happens and China opens up with trading bismuth again, the price might even go negative, right? Because bismuth is mostly a byproduct of mining lead and mercury and all the other fun metals. Bismuth is mostly the byproduct. And so if they have too much bismuth and nowhere to store it, the price could, in theory, go negative, right? So, and then I could stop worrying about uh, money at my job and do my best job. And that would be my dream, right? Then I could probably take both jobs and just do the bare minimum at both of them, right? All right. Why don't you guys continue praying for me by singing along with me, gesturing at your screen, and hitting the like button on this video. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Like Show. Bum, 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 bum. We gotta sing that again, and please pray for me. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Like Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Like Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Like Show. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum.